Good evening. Welcome to Destination Illinois. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. Tonight we're going to take you on a trip across the states.
That's right. We are going to show you some of these special places the land of Lincoln has to offer.
Summer is a great time to take a quick trip, and we've got several that are just a few gallons of gas away.
One of those is Casey. It's a small town of fewer than 3,000 people.
Located halfway between St. Louis and Indianapolis, it has a small main street, but that's maybe the only thing small about it. WCIA 3's Jack Gerfin visited the town that's actually in two counties. He went to see what the big talk was all about.
Destination Illinois is in our neck of the woods this week, and it is a small town that is used to a lot of media attention all around the world. I was in Casey for this week's episode, and I was finally able to see what all the big talk was about.
Everybody calls it Casey. That's the first giveaway if you are a tourist.
There really is something different about Casey, Illinois. Being an interstate town, it has all the typical establishments someone would need for a quick rest for gas and food, and then they are back on their way. The thing is, no one does that if you stop in Casey. You would miss out on the big picture, literally.
Just seeing the awe in everybody's eyes when they're looking at it for the first time is neat every day.
Casey's claim to fame is its collection of Guinness World Record-sized things. They are everyday items like wind chimes, a golf tee, wooden shoes, a pitchfork, a mailbox, and a rocking chair.
The tourism has taken a small town of Casey of 2,700 citizens and made them into 2,700 tourist advocates.
Currently, with 6 big things that are Guinness World Record sized, there will be 6 more that will be revealed or certified on September 28th of 2019. One of the nice things about the big things in Casey are that they are interactive, and that's very important because in order for something to be certified Guinness World Record, it has to do its task, like we have with the wind chimes here. The world's largest wind chimes have to chime. Which ones have you seen?
A big rocking chair, the pencil.
It's almost like we're the community inside that snow globe that everybody wishes that they could live in.
We also have a lot more on our website, WCIA.com, underneath the Destination Illinois tab. You can even read more as well as watch our Web Extra video where we go into the Illinois Softball Hall of Fame that's also in Casey. Back to you.
When the flag on the giant mailbox goes up, it means another letter has been put in it. Tourists do it just to get the postmark from Casey, Illinois on their mail.
From man-made to nature's finest, one spot in Illinois is unique. You might even forget where you are. Starved Rock State Park is north of Champaign-Urbana in the LaSalle County town of Oglesby. It's right on the Illinois River. Mark Welp takes us there.
A flood thousands of years ago helped sculpt Starved Rock State Park into a masterpiece. What was a small vacation resort until the early 1900s is now an outdoor lover's dream. You can fish, birdwatch, camp, and of course hike on 13 miles of trails, which lead to some amazing places.
When you put together all of the canyons and the gullies and you know, down along the riverbank, it makes this place really quite spectacular.
There are plenty of lakes, streams, and rivers here in central Illinois, but until you come to Starved Rock and stand in a canyon like St. Louis Canyon, you're not going to see a waterfall.
You can see waterfalls in almost every one of the park's 18 canyons. Park officials hope you'll stay on the marked trails and not climb onto St. Peter's sandstone, but the temptation is too great for many. There's plenty to do here even if you just want to relax. There are trolley tours and riverboat tours. You can stay in a cabin, or the historic lodge, which offers food in the dining hall, the lounge, or out on the veranda. You could also go all out and have your wedding there. If your time is limited, the lodge's marketing director suggests doing these 3 things.
My recommendation is to walk from the lodge, the arrow that we're standing on right now, to the top of Starved Rock and see the scenic Illinois River Valley, then in and out of French Canyon, and then experience the lodge itself for its historical and architectural wonder.
To make your time outdoors more comfortable, don't forget the water, sunscreen, bug spray, and comfortable shoes. In LaSalle County, I'm Mark Welp.
Park officials want more people to visit during the week, especially over the summer. Last year, more than half of the park's almost 3 million visitors came on the weekends.
Coming up. The man who played Rob Petrie grew up just a few miles from here. Why you should make it to this Destination Illinois.
Really? It's car buying season at Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. Save big on the last of our 2019s, like the Tech Advanced Rogue. Get 0% financing for up to 36 months on Nissan Rogue.
All Pro Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing is your authorized dealer for Carrier and Train in Tuscola, Illinois. We provide professional maintenance, repairs, and installation. Family and veteran-owned. We're proud to serve and proud to serve you. All Pro Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing.
You know the sound.
Can he score? 20, 10, cuts back, 5. He will! Touchdown, Illinois!
You love that feeling. And you live the traditions. Now it's time for you to join the fight. Be at Memorial Stadium this fall. Tickets are on sale now at fightingillini.com.
Get into Menards to save 11% on all the outdoor lighting you need to brighten up your backyard.
Or you could get 11% off new flooring for a dazzling dining room.
Nothing beats 11% off brand new cabinets and countertops.
Load up on lumber and get 11% off all of it.
I know what I'm getting.
However you're improving your home, get 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
You are unique, and so are your financial needs. At Wall Street Financial Group, we help people to and through retirement. Let us put our small town values to work for you today.
It's car buying season at Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. Save big on the last of our 2019s, like the Tech Advanced Rogue. Get 0% financing for up to 36 months on Nissan Rogue.
Illinois is home to a lot of famous people, from Harrison Ford to Bill Murray to Betty White and Bob Newhart. There are just too many to name.
One of those is proud to call a city in central Illinois home, and that city's pride for him can be seen all over town. Emily Braun takes us to Danville, the home of Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke, Danville High School, class of 1944. It's only fitting he performed here 2 years ago in what's now called the Dick Van Dyke Auditorium, because that's where it all started.
He was a star here in the local area, both in music and stage, and was extremely well liked. Of course, no one was surprised that he was so successful.
Mark Denman showed us his legacy that lines the hallways and fills the entire campus, depicting the humble beginnings. His acting career took off. It's well documented in Danville's Fisher Theater, where Van Dyke used to watch movies as a kid. Now his movies and valuable props from them are in display cases. And Carol Nichols is touched by his continued love for this theater and the city.
For people my age, he was part of our lives growing up, and he was just, it was always so special to be able to see the Dick Van Dyke Show on television and have him talk about Danville.
If you're a Dick Van Dyke fan, that's just a couple of places you can visit in Danville, but if you're traveling, there's even just a quick stop you can make along your way. The owner of this McDonald's got permission from corporate to make this a special landmark. The Golden Arches here also hold pictures of the Golden Stars of Danville, Illinois, including Dick Van Dyke.
And it shows kids in our community that they came from here, and I too can follow my dream and be successful.
Dick Van Dyke also visited Danville in 2004. As mentioned in the story, Dick Van Dyke isn't the only star from Danville. There's also Jerry Van Dyke, Gene Hackman, Bobby Short, Helen Morgan, and Donald O'Connor. A number of them came back in the 1980s to help save the Fisher Theater when it faced an uncertain future. Speaking of actors, this Illinois native spent many years on the big screen, but he was also a broadcaster, governor, and of course the 40th president of the United States.
Of course, we're talking about native son Ronald Reagan. One of his favorite spots was in Woodford County. That's home of the president's alma mater, Eureka College.
He always said everything good in my life began right here at Eureka College.
Ronald Reagan, Eureka College's most famous alum, graduated in 1932. He grew up poor and seemingly always on the move with his family. So it's fitting the place that gave him so much opportunity is home to his permanent museum.
If I had it all to do over again, I'd come right back here and start where I was before.
The museum opened in 1994, but Reagan began sending the college memorabilia in 1975. It now has more than 2,000 items from his days as a student, entertainer, and politician. Reagan came back to campus 14 times, including 3 as president. In 1982, 50 years after he graduated, he gave the commencement speech.
And yet this school made it possible for young men and women, myself included, to get an education even though we were totally without funds.
As a student, he was an actor, swimmer, football player, and student body president. You can see his diploma and a lot more mementos from his college days. In fact, there are things here that you won't see at his presidential library in California.
And the boots are just classic.
How about these cowboy boots with the presidential seal? These are one-of-a-kind Tony Llamas, and they're a big hit with visitors. Outside is the Reagan Peace Garden. In the middle is a bronze bust of the president on a pedestal with quotes from a famous speech he gave in 1982. A unique piece of history just feet away. It's a chunk of the Berlin Wall, which the president famously challenged Mikhail Gorbachev to tear down. And it's something you can't miss. In this case right here, you can see plenty of small mementos from Reagan's 2 inaugural events. And of course, you can't leave the museum without getting a selfie. In Eureka, I'm Mark Welp for Destination Illinois.
The Reagan Museum is free and open Monday to Friday from 8 to 4. Weekend visits are by appointment only.
Coming up. It's one of the most famous waterways in the world. How you can take a trip down the mighty Miss.
Cracker Barrel makes every meal one to remember, with favorites like Sunday Homestyle Chicken now available every day. And our new Sweet and Smoky Homestyle Chicken BLT for $8.99. Come on home to Scratch Made. Come on home to Cracker Barrel.
Just one drop. Oh! Gorilla Super Glue Micro Precise. Of course.
Precise application, controlled dispensing with Gorilla Strength for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Into Toyota's national clearance event. We got great deals for all our friends. Better get here before the end of the song. The last of the 2019s won't last long.
Hurry in now to get $2,500 customer cash plus $500 sales event bonus cash for a total savings of $3,000 on a new 2019 Highlander.
Save on the last of the 2019s.
Toyota, let's go places.
Classic Granite and Marble is the finest natural stone and quartz destination for builders, contractors, and renovators in Central Illinois. We have the most advanced stone cutting technology and resources available to take your project from concept to finished product right here on site. Our staff knows the industry inside and out and can help you make informed decisions every step of the way. Our commitment to quality and your satisfaction make Classic Granite and Marble the best choice.
Before you send your kids off to school, be prepared with the WCIA 3 Storm Team bus stop forecast. Mornings at 5:53, 6:53, and in the news at 9 on X49. Sponsored by Edelman Electric, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
To keep your vehicle running safe and smooth, give Midas Tire and Auto a call. When it comes to fair prices and trustworthy service, they can't be beat. Roll on over to Midas Tire and Auto in Urbana, just east of Carl Hospital on University, and just ask for Dave.
The western part of the state is bordered by the Father of Waters. The Mississippi runs from north near Galena to south by Cairo.
For hundreds of years, it's been a route for boat traffic, both commerce and for fun. For more than 3 decades, one family has welcomed guests to see the river up close. Celebration River Cruises is located in Moline. Redrick Terry takes us aboard the Celebration Belle to travel the mighty Miss.
Looking along the banks of the Mississippi River in Moline, you might be able to catch it. But if you're able to hop on board the Celebration Belle River Cruise, you'd be in for a special treat.
We've been in business for 34 years, going strong, and it's a fabulous attraction in the Quad Cities. We're one of the #1 attractions in the area.
And while you're rolling on the river, Sales and Marketing Director Susan Yarlam says there's lots to offer.
We offer several different cruises, so whether you're coming in town for a weekend or during the day, we have hour-and-a-half narrated lunch cruises. We offer hour-and-a-half sightseeing cruises. We do captain's dinner cruises, which are 2.5 hours. We're known for our dinner cruises because we have the best prime rib on the Mississippi.
All aboard a 750-passenger riverboat that sails daily. The boat's captain, Patrick Krager, says the Belle gives its riders a special opportunity they may not always get.
It provides an opportunity for those who, don't have a boat to get out on the river and just enjoy themselves. And, it definitely doesn't cost as much as getting a boat.
With views like this of the ongoing I-74 bridge construction project, the Celebration Belle offers sights and sounds along the Mississippi River unlike any other.
This is a nice area. There's lots of things down here to see, so you have lots of different ways you can go and local stuff. And so, yeah, it's good.
It's kind of ridiculous how many of us live in the Midwest, but yet we've never been on the river. I think it should be on everybody's bucket list to at least be out, if not on the Mississippi, just to see it.
Reporting from Moline, Illinois, I'm Redrick Terry.
The Celebration Belle doesn't just do cruises around the Quad Cities. In the past, it has traveled to places like Missouri and Wisconsin.
From a paddle wheel to wheels of all kinds, there's a place you can learn about all types of transportation near Peoria. Tom McIntyre gives us a look at the Wheels of Time Museum.
The Wheels of Time Museum in Dunlap, Illinois started as a place where some car lovers could keep their collections, and it just grew from there. Now it's trains, planes, and automobiles. Over the years, more items were housed. One of the most recent acquisitions is this Glide automobile. It's one of 15 glides known to exist in the world. It doesn't run now, but it will.
The engine does not work properly. And so we are going to have a project, and we're going to get it running again.
The volunteers at Wheels of Time know about putting things back together. In a building, there's an Aaron's Fox fire engine, looking shiny and bright and ready to roll, but it had been ignored for decades before the Wheels of Time folks got their hands on it. Not all the exhibits at the Wheels of Time Museum are inside the building. This is old number 886. It's the last steam train that brought passengers to Peoria on the Rock Island Line. On another part of the grounds, a Carefree home. Carefree because it was made of steel. Manufactured in Peoria in the 1930s as a solution to a housing shortage, this little home has 2 bedrooms, a living room, bathroom, and kitchen, all decked out in 1930s style. Wheels of Time Museum charges $7 for adults. Bring cash. Open Wednesdays through Sundays, noon to 5. In Dunlap, Illinois, for Destination Illinois, I'm Tom McIntyre.
And Wheels of Time isn't done growing yet. Head over to our website for a special web extra about plans for the future.
If you're interested in trains, just head 40 more miles up Interstate 74 from Peoria. The Galesburg Railroad Museum is in Knox County. It's a way to step back in time to see how the railroad got its start here in Illinois.
History on display here in Galesburg. This nearly 400,000-pound steam engine is one of several things you can see here as far as railroad history goes at the Galesburg Railroad Museum.
I always say you can't do this museum in one day.
Wise words from Michael Gottsel, and he would know. He's been giving tours at the museum for over 2 decades now.
I'm pretty well semi-retired. Can't climb ladders anymore.
That doesn't stop him from showing off everything the museum has to offer.
We have just about a collection of everything that pertains to a railroad, not locally, but mostly locally, mostly CB&Q, Burlington Route. We have a little bit of Santa Fe memorabilia. All our memorabilia comes from those employees. So a lot of donations from different people.
Those donations have been coming in since the museum's inception in 1981.
It just accumulates and it still comes in. It is still coming in. As people, like I say, pass away, and they give what their family takes what they want, and the rest comes to the museum, which is fine with us. We accept it. Somebody said, you've got so much memorabilia and things, you ought to thin it out a little bit. Well, we don't dare, because we're afraid the grandkids will come in and say, where's Grandpa's stuff? And it means something to us because it's a personal museum.
Personal to those that donate, and personal for Gottsel and the other volunteers here, because for them, railroad is more than just what's on display.
Most of the attendants are ex-railroad employees, all retired railroad employees. So you get a pretty good story about behind each piece.
Which means if you plan to stop by the Galesburg Railroad Museum, you may want to plan for an all-day trip.
Be sure you allow enough time. If you're interested in railroad, there's enough in here to keep you busy.
In Galesburg, for Destination Illinois, I'm Redrick Terry.
The museum is open until September. A full list of hours and more on what it has to offer is on our website, WCIA.com.
Coming up.
There's always something to do around here.
From animals to hiking to a giant slide, where adventure is key, and it's a Destination Illinois.
Really? It's car buying season at Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. Save big on the last of our 2019s, like the Tech Advanced Rogue. Get 0% financing for up to 36 months on Nissan Rogue.
Jack a slab construction.
Not smoking for 9 months is great. You save your baby from many health problems and improve your own by lowering blood pressure, increasing lung capacity, and cutting your chance of heart attack. But your baby's health is just as important after 9 months. Yours too. Quit for good. We can help.
It's car buying season at Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. Get the bottom line on the last of our 2019s, like the all-wheel drive Altima. Get 0% financing for up to 36 months on Nissan Altima.
People are winning with the Viewers Club. Sign up today to receive your Viewers Club card. It's absolutely free. Simply go to viewersclub.net. Fill out the enrollment form and we'll send you your personal Viewers Club card with your unique Viewers Club number. Then stay tuned. Watch for your Viewers Club card number during the news at 6 from 6 to 6:30 to win. Sign up today to receive your Viewers Club card at viewersclub.net.
There's a place in central Illinois where you can see a bison, ride a train, or take a hike.
Outdoor entertainment is endless at Wildlife Prairie Park. It sits on 2,000 acres in Hannah City, just west of Peoria. Right off I-74, Shelby Roberts takes a look at all there is to do.
If you're in central Illinois this summer, you won't have to worry about being bored. Especially if you visit Wildlife Prairie Park just outside of Peoria in Hannah City.
So there's always something to do around here.
The 2,000-acre zoological park works to bring education, conservation, and recreation to the community, all while throwing in some fun along the way.
So not only do we have educational programs about animals and different things in Illinois, we of course have the animals here too.
Animals like rare North American bison, goats, elk, and the newest addition, Winnie, the 4-month-old otter.
I've seen everything, seen her go through a lot of her stages, so right now we're trying to teach her how to swim and be okay with some vet check.
And this year is a big year for Wildlife Prairie Park. It's turning 40, so there's plenty of ways to celebrate its history.
So we have tons of hiking and biking trails. I think it's over 14 miles on this side alone, let alone our west side, which is our mountain biking trails.
And if you're not about all that walking, you can always explore the scenery on the Wildlife Prairie Park Railroad. The 2-mile trip loops around the park.
Things that you'll be able to see would be just the park that you don't normally see. So some pretty good areas to look out for, pretty good selfie areas.
And if you're looking for some extra thrills at Wildlife Prairie Park, the 58-foot-long slide, the Golly Whopper, is the way to go.
It's one of our staples. For people that have been around here or for members, they also know to bring wax paper as long as you take it back out with you so you can go down the slide and even go faster.
So whether you're sliding, riding, or just exploring, Wildlife Prairie Park may be the next adventure you're looking for. For Destination Illinois, I'm Shelby Roberts.
From the prairie to the banks of the Rock River in northern Illinois, no matter what the calendar says, there is a place that's tropical all year round.
It's located just 3 hours from Champaign and Rockford. Eric Wilson takes us to one of the biggest conservatories in the state.
This is the largest tree-borne fruit in the world.
Rockford's Nicholas Conservatory, 11,000 square feet of tropical garden.
Think about it as a museum for plants.
The conservatory opened in 2011. A community effort built the multi-million-dollar facility with grant money and private donations.
The space that it's built upon is actually our very first park for the Rockford Park District in 1909. So we kind of, our 100-year anniversary built in the same park that we started it all in. And this still to this day remains one of our most popular parks.
40 to 50,000 people visit the conservatory every year. They come for the plants.
When we chose the plants for the conservatory, we tried to pick a lot of things that people could connect with. So it wasn't just some really obscure plant that no one's ever heard of and only like a real plant nerd would get.
There's still plenty of exotic entries.
If you look way up there, you can see these kind of like strawberry colored pink fruits up there in little clusters.
Guests also enjoy special attractions like lorikeets or the annual butterfly exhibit.
We've got a lot of different long-wing butterflies, the big blue morphos, which a lot of people really love.
The outdoor lagoon with swans, Rosie and Millie, or the popular koi pond.
We have people that are members here that they just want to come in and just read the newspaper somewhere where it's warm and it smells a little bit like dirt and it just does so much for your soul.
The building's environmental theme isn't limited to the plants inside. Nicholas Conservatory is LEED certified, and that starts from the top down with solar panels and a green roof.
It keeps us a little warmer in the winter, a little cooler in the summer. It also helps to mitigate all the stormwater runoffs when we're getting those really heavy rains, instead of it all just running off the roof and down a drain and down some sidewalks and out to the river.
Rockford's Nicholas Conservatory is open Tuesday through Sunday. There's also an outdoor rose garden on the grounds available to the public 24/7. The plants aren't the only thing to check out. Guests can also board a trolley to get to one of Rockford's most popular downtown events for free. From north to south and east to west, there's always something to see here in the land of Lincoln.
We want to thank you for sharing this past half hour with us. Just enough time to spotlight a few of the special places to see.
Keep watching all summer long as we continue to visit those sites, the places that are destinations here in Illinois. Thanks for watching.